Wait, did it just say we're live?
To lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
Found the time to get to it, they told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it, they sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take
This is what we got to tell.
I've been fan doing this.
Filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for that doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
What's up? Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. Today is Memorial Day. Still taking time out to give y'all some content, man. That's how much we appreciate y'all. We know y'all's gonna be waiting and stuff, so you know what? Excuse me. We still gotta put some content out, fellas. We gotta talk about these playoffs, man. You know, the Mavericks and the Pacers. Sorry, the Pacers. Sorry, Mavericks. And the Timberwolves are down 0-3. We got to talk about that. We also got to talk about, you know, Dave want to give y'all a preview of the doghouse. All right. So we're going to do it live on this show. So I can't wait to see that. But I do got two of my bros with me. I got Davey Dollars here, you know, and I got Missy Get Done Son himself, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas, on this holiday?
You know, the holiday is good. You know, I see my cookie bet just going away, but I think I know how we can actually break this down in the finals, fellas. But we'll talk about that after we figure out how everybody else is doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing good. You know, got my boys for for the Memorial Day, weekend, I guess, even though today is Monday. I can't wait to talk about this doghouse either. I know that. I can't wait to talk about this doghouse because it's been frustrating to see some people just mess up when it matters the most. And it's just crazy. But either way, he ain't on my team, so I could care less. My team is out. We enjoy Cancun, sipping the cranberry apple juice and everything, man. So let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. And since it's Monday, even though it's a holiday, it's still money making Mondays. So let's turn up.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Jody, do your thing. And you're on mute.
See,
Button still broke.
Dave,
Still broke.
Dave, right on the doghouse, right? I was it, bro.
Yeah.
And I just did it again, and it didn't work. Okay, I got to use a little more strength. Okay. Look, y'all, we are streaming this on 3 different platforms. We are streaming this on Facebook, YouTube, and X, y'all. So make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms. We want y'all to follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms if you haven't done it yet, and share this video on all 3 platforms to somebody that you know personally or somebody that you know that's a sports fan. And they can come on and be involved in the show with y'all by being in the comment section. Shout out to everybody in the comments. We see Teddy being the first one. Gio on the Cancun beach as we speak. He want to smack out Gio, so he come in the comments. All right, shout out to Teddy.
They got pictures in the NBA chat too.
Oh, they do.
On the beat. I don't know where they got them from, but
that's fun. That was a big setup right there. Shout out to Teddy for being the first comment. But listen, y'all, we can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. But if you go down to the right on the bottom on the comment section, you see a dollar sign. You click on that. You pick your dollar amount, type in your message, hit send. It turns into a super chat. And then, no matter what's going on, they could be like, hey, Gio, man, my Cancun flight is being delayed. Tom could be like, man, Kyle Kuzma, you should never rejected that trade. No matter what we're talking about, we're going to stop the scene and hit you with the, and we're going to put your comment on the screen and read it because we're going to give you the platform because we appreciate all the donations and the gifts.
Donations. Gifts.
And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, floor is yours.
Hey, I know they don't like.
Also, make sure that you talk to King's ownership to make sure Mike Brown is okay.
Yeah, dumb son.
I think I know what's going on, but we'll get to that.
You sure? You sure they don't like him running suicides with the team or something? That's what it is. Say we
You're doing too much running.
Get the coaching together. Get
the tell them checks.
There you go. Ooh, as y'all can see, it's gonna be another one of them shows. If you weren't here last week, hey, go back and watch it. But then again, you here now, so you can experience it live in full action. Kind of like a question that we had last week. You know, we was talking about who's the most important player, or is Jaylen Brown the most important player to the Celtics? And I think he's the RCL MVP. He said that Drew Holiday was the best player on the Bucks, and we all said that he was crazy. But sometimes being the glue guy can make you the best player on the team, and that's what happened. I would say last night. Whew, that's not what happened last night. Last night, Catton was just ready to just get on the flight. The night before, Drew Holiday said, "Hey, down 18, watch this pace." Drew World Order. Shout out to J-Mo with the Drew Hill reference. You know, already know. He's like, tell me what you want. And they said, we need to get this game. And he said, there you go. See, Carl already trying to tell me chill out. But we got to react, man. The pace is down 0-3. It's already spent. Sorry, it's spent. So, Dave, what's your reaction, man? You won in the bet. I ain't got too much to say.
Oh, we tied. if it goes down, me and Joe are tied. I'm winning right now, but it ain't looking too good. I mean, isn't this what we expected? I expected the Celtics to win this series, honestly. But Drew, I think he heard what Joe had said about him last time, about him, you know, being it's just the name. And he's like, okay, it's just the name. Well, it's time to make a play. And that's what he did. He went and made a play. In the most crucial time. And shout out to Nembhard. Nembhard was balling in that game, but he made two crucial mistakes in the end of that game. First, the shot he did before then was, I feel like it was bad timing. It was a bad shot. He didn't need to take it at that moment. He was rushing. He was trying to be the hero. And then when you see that Drew Holiday is in front of you, pass the ball. Just give the rock up. Siakam was hot during the game. You were hot. Miles Turner and both Siakam, I think they both had 22 points in that game. You had two other guys that were balling. Give them the rock. You ain't got to be the hero. You did your part by putting up 32 points. No one expected you to do that. No one expected you to do that. But Drew was like, man, look, I'm going to make some plays. I'm strapping up. And that's what he did. He made a play when it mattered the most. He made some shots when it mattered. Drew Holiday is a huge piece for the Celtics. And we knew this when the trade happened, when Marcus Smart was traded and they got Drew Holiday. We knew that. We was like, well, that's a good move. That's a good move because now it helps out with everything. He's smart with the basketball. He plays, to me, better defense than Marcus Smart. So I definitely think that it was a huge move. And he's going to make winning plays, and you've seen it time and time again. He makes winning plays. He makes shots. He makes shots when they need it. Remember, he had an and one to give them the lead in the game. And this team is just the team on paper is built to win, and they're showing that right now they're on pace to make the finals for the second time in 3 years. So we're gonna see exactly what happens. Because I don't see the Pacers coming back from 0-3 and winning this series. I don't see it getting to 6 games, maybe 5. But I think it's over. I think it's over. I think it's over. Celtics are going to the finals. I don't see anything changing right now.
Go ahead, Joe.
I see Tomo wearing his Indiana Pacers shirt on.
No. This is my pre-vacation because once the Mavs win the finals, you know where we going.
Well,
Disneyland, baby.
I thought you was wearing that because the Pacers going to Disneyland. That's why I thought you wore that.
No.
But
Western Conference. Let's go.
my dad had called me, like on Thursday, and we was when the Celtics game. He was like, "Man, Siakam. I mean, he offensively, he's good and all, but man, he make dumb plays on he missed defensive assignments. He said he make these dumb errors defensively. And that and one you talked about with Drew Holiday. Guess who fouled him? Pascal Siakam. That was when I watched, I was like, what are you like? That wasn't even a hard foul or nothing like that. It was like one of them little quick reaches, and then he fouled Drew Holiday. And one, not only it's an and one, they just tied the game. They got all the momentum, and now they about to take the lead. I feel like that was a big play right there. And like you said, Neymar, he did his thing, man. I mean, I'm not even mad at him. You feel me? Like I agree with you, Dave. He did make some mistakes, but hey, he did what he could. Like the man, one thing I like about Neymar, like, was watching him throughout the season because he early on he wasn't really like playing as much as he is right now, but he brings that, he has no fear. Let me say that. Like when I talk about my Kings, y'all remember we played the Warriors and Keon looked awesome, but then we played the Pelicans. Keon looked timid, right? Remember I kept saying, oh, he looked timid. He wasn't shooting. He wasn't shooting when he's open. He was dribbling. You know what I mean? Neymar ain't doing that. Like he got all the confidence in the world, you know. And TJ McConnell, man, like I love TJ McConnell, dog. Like if I'm an NBA Pacers fan, I would be like, man, like this dude, man, like what he represents, like the way the energy he brings, and like he's like a pest, not just defensively, offensively. He one of them annoying players that don't get tired, that's always under the rim somehow. Like, all right, so, but kudos to the Pacers, man, and I'm gonna give a shout out to the Celtics. The Celtics. They knew the Pacers were at home. It's the first time in the Eastern Conference Finals since Reggie Miller years. A lot of celebrities came out to go see them play, and they brought energy. And even though they were down by 18, the Celtics never panicked. They slowly came back, and like you said, that addition with Drew Holiday was huge. I still remember when they played the Bucks Celtics, and Drew Holiday in back-to-back plays down the stretch strapped Marcus Smart. And literally last play, he just stole it. Like he's trying to end ball and he just intercepted it and started holding the ball and talking trash. So like that, like we already seen the impact. This is the second time in this series that Drew Holiday made a key defensive play. And I did say it's the name. Shout out, hey, he probably heard it. And he had to remind us that it ain't just a name, but it was a name in the regular season. I just want to say that. But he is doing this thing though. Shout out to the Celtics, man.
So also, I wanted to mention. I'm sorry, Tomo. I wanted to mention one more thing. Remember what he did in the finals against D Book and made that steal and sealed the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same
Big
thing.
play, Drew.
Big play, Drew. But to keep the joke flowing, I guess somebody's taking your place, Porzingis, because we thought Porzingis was gonna be the missing link in the playoffs. We were like, hey, he's gonna give him that extra scoring because Marcus Smart isn't here. Yeah, he's the leader and he's the defensive player as well, but they need extra scoring. Porzingis can get you 20 when Jalen probably having an off night, or maybe Tatum's having an off night. Either way, you had three players that can get you 20 and probably get you a win. Drew Holiday said, all right, don't worry about none of that. I'm going to just make sure the best player at that moment can't make a play at all. Nembhard could have made it. I guess, like you said, when you're in the moment and Tyrese not there and you like, look, somebody has to be the closer here, so why not let me try it? And it's just like Drew Holiday. He forgot who was on the other side. Maybe he was playing 2K the night before and he got that shot off on Drew Holiday. But, hey, look, it's a difference between AI and real life. We trying to tell y'all. More so, man, I said this about the Celtics, man. I was like, they're going to have that moment where they step up and make a play. Down 18 to get a 3-0 lead. And what you always say about game twos, the fact that they even won game two at home lets you know that this is a different Celtics team. They're prepared to go. They're like, look, everybody keeps talking about we got the easy path and we keep taking nights off. Watching them being down 18, I thought this was the game they took the night off and they woke up and made the play. Shout out to Mazzulla. Shout out to Drew. Shout out to Jason Tatum for getting over 30. He said, I heard that segment, fellas. Y'all thought he was the most important player. No. I can still get 30. I'm still here. I think it's over though. I don't know about the gentleman's sweep. I think it's over. TJ McConnell, you playing your heart out, but Pascal got to be the best person on the court. And like Pop said, and Joe, he keep making these defensive mistakes. You can't do that when you got to be the best player on the team. You got to make sure you get the offensive end and the defensive end because everybody's following your lead. Miles Turner even stepped it up. Like you gotta make these plays, man.
They had 2 chances to beat the Celtics, game 1 and the last game, and they messed up both of them. So it's not much. The momentum is gone. It's shot. I think it's over.
It's over. Sweet.
Yeah, well, you know it's not over because you thought when the show cuts off, there's more shows on the network. So tell them about what else they can check out, man.
All right, y'all. So look, this like Tomo said, it's a network. We got a plethora of shows. Shout out to Dave. And you go in the comments, the description section, you will see the link for every show that you see on the screen. And if you can't see it, I'm gonna tell you anyway. So we got BWT Baseball with Teddy. That's a baseball only show. Make sure y'all go check that out. We got FFC Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. It's an NFL show. Check that one out. We got CTC Carl Talking College Basketball, College Football show. Check it out. Kings Talk with Joe Jordan, self-explanatory Sacramento Kings Talk. You a Kings fan? Check it out. We got Dave's Doghouse. This is basically low lights and highlights of anybody in the sports world. It's a very fun show, so make sure you definitely check it out. We got RBO, Real Ballers Only. This is an NBA only show. Playoffs is wrapping up. We head into the finals soon, so Vaughn got some episodes dropping for y'all, so check that out. And last but not least, we got In the Red Corner with Ty, Ricky, and Tomo. This is a boxing only show. So if you're a boxing fan, check it out. Tomo, back to you.
Man, you know, Kyle Kuzma, you had a moment. You had a chance to be a part of something, man, you know. But I guess you want to be a part of the rebuild with the Wizards. I'm not mad at you for, trying to be a trailblazer. You want to set your own path. But when you're trying to get to the finals and you got Kyrie and Luka on the phone saying, look, bro, we can make it if you come over here. The last time Luka walked up to the front office and said he wanted a player, I mean, it took a year, but look where they at now. He said, I want Kyrie. And that's South African Luka for everybody that's in the NBA chat. But he said, I want Kyrie on this team, man. I mean, Kev ain't want me to come down to Dallas, but AT&T Stadium right there, player. We've been winning ever since I came over here, man. We on our way to the final. That's too much. But the T-Wolves are now down 0-3 after after Ant said, I want Kyrie. And Uncle Drew is showing up every single game since you said that. Shout out to you, Ant, for motivating them. Joe, T-Wolves down 0-3. Anthony Edwards.
My bad. I'm just practicing how to eat my cookies when I win this bet. My bad.
He would do that. I knew that's what he was going to do. I saw him eating cookies earlier. I said, I know. I see it. You're not slick.
You don't know. Wait till we throw out how we got to do these finals because somebody's going to catch up.
Woo!
It took them one round.
Shout out to the Boston Celtics. Couldn't do without you. I mean, we ain't finished yet. We got one more. We got one more win to get.
CTC tomorrow at 11 p.m.
All right, so I ain't thinking. Should have thought this through. All right. So
should have waited till the end.
I was done talking, right?
Can't handle the cookies.
Getting all choked up like Jaden McDaniels on defense, man.
All right, listen, man. First of all, I do want to say kudos to Anthony Edwards for actually showing to the press conference room last night. All right, I've been watching that this whole playoffs, and this is the first time in the series he's been, second time in the series, but this is a humbling stage for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. Now, I don't think he said it maliciously, like, "Oh, I'm gonna strap Kyrie." I don't think he said it like that, but he came out and said, "I got Kyrie. It's gonna be a fun challenge." And then the first game, this man looked like he just ran the Boston Marathon. The way he was looking, my man was gassed. He needs some milk. That's how he looked the whole game. And this is an NBA 20. It's a 22-year-old NBA player guarding
Fuck you.
Garden on the vest. I didn't hear you at first. Right, Garden won the vet. So shout out to that. But here's a major difference in this whole game. I mean, this whole series. People can say, "Oh, Ant not playing well, Cat not really playing well." Nas Reed is, like everybody else is, and then we can always say, "Oh, Luka playing well, Kyrie playing well." I mean, they was shooting terrible from three until last night, for real. So all three of these games have been very close, but the difference is the shot making ability of Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic.
There you go. And Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew, Dave's favorite player. Because these dudes, man, woo! When Anthony Edwards got that dunk, y'all, I was like, and he had like 2 middies after that. I was like, he about to go on the road, bro. But Luka and Kyrie was like, whoop! And then you know how many double teams he split by himself? Woo! This dude Kyrie, man, it's incredible. And Luka too, man. That 3 he shot over Cat, that should have been a foul, by the way. So we're just seeing great shot making ability. And this is what we want to see at this time in the season, right? You got the best defense in the league going against 2 of the best shot creators. We knew it was going to be some fireworks because it's going to be some great defense on these guys, but these guys are great shot. They say great offense always be good defense. So shout out to the Mavericks, man. Shout out to Cavo. I got a question for some people in the chat. You know, I don't want to say their name. You know, I don't want them to get offended, but Intangible Luka, y'all see it, right? Y'all see Mr. Intangibles, right? Winning basketball, y'all see it, right?
Hey, Luka has been playing has made some key defensive plays in this series. That's
what that Charlie drew. Anthony Edwards on the fast break. Y'all saw that Charlie drew. Hey, he got a block on game 2 of the alley-oop. Tell you, man, Luka is playing winning basketball, y'all. And you can't win this. I always said, like that video, I love that video you sent, Dave. He said, y'all keep trying to compare him to James Harden. James Harden chokes in the playoffs. Luka up his performance in the playoffs. You can win with this style. You can. Because he's the best. I mean, best player. Like, when you're the best player on the floor, bro, and you have a team around you, come on now, you're going to win. That's how it works. So we finally seen Luka with an actual competitive team, and look what happened. He about to go to the finals. Shout out to the Mavericks, man.
Shout out to Mark Cuban. Again, I gotta find out the GM name, but we can shout out the people on the court, off the court. But I want to take this moment because I know he's gonna have a moment. Shout out to Kev. He gonna have the clips. He did come on here. I think he said before the season they had a chance to make the finals, probably between the 8th or 5th seed. These were all his predictions. I mean, it took a little help. I ain't gonna say too much, but you said all of this before the trade, and they here. I think, like anybody said last year, they were missing defense. They traded away all their defensive players to get Kyrie, and who knew that it would take one more year for the GM to say, "Hey, all right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get PJ Washington." I think that was one of the players that Kev wanted, and I don't know how the Kuzma thing would have worked out as far as adding a defensive player, but he ain't doing what Dan Gafford could do. So technically, Kuzma gave y'all a gift as well by saying, I don't want to go there. And the Wizards did y'all solid by saying, all right, well, we got a potential player right here. There you go. You take him and see what can work out. Hey, screen and roll, throw it up, lively. Gafford, PJ, somebody's going to be up there to go get it. And then it's going to be a big shot. When he got dunked on, I was like, man, he had a flashback. He thought he was in a Wizards jersey for a second. He's like, oh God, why am I still doing this? And then he woke up. But Kyrie, let's. I know you probably say a lot about this too, Dave, but the year that he had before he even got here, all the stuff he went through with the Nets, all the stuff he went through with Boston, the fact that he wanted to leave Cleveland. There's one thing about this player that most people forgot. He's able to bring out the best in the guy that's next to him. And look what's happened with Luka. Luka sat down for the first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. What Kyrie do? He got you 7 to 8 points. And Luka said, all right, well, I guess it's time for me to go back in too, because we about to close this one out. Something about their dynamic. Remember, at first we didn't know how this was going to work out. Who's going to take the last shot? How they going to do this? The chemistry is there. They just know that when one person needs to make a play, it's like, all right, go make the play. It's kind of like when him and LeBron, when they was down 3-1, they was just feeding off of each other. It's like, look, whenever I need you to go make a play, I know you can do it, so I'm gonna get out the way, and vice versa. That's what's been happening. And Jason Kidd has not gotten in the way of any of this. He's been making the right calls at the right time. I think right now, what you said about the Timberwolves is correct. This is their humbling moment. This was what that guy asked in that press conference before. He said, do y'all think y'all skipping the moment of learning how to win? And they're like, what you mean, man? We've been losing for years. He's like, no, this is the series that they learned. He said, you need this to go to the next level. And by doing this in this series, I'm scared of the Timberwolves next year. Because they're gonna learn something from this.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, hats off to everybody in the series, because I know Ant gonna be in the lab now. He's like, y'all ain't gonna stop playing with me. Go ahead.
He is gonna be in the lab, but definitely, I'm definitely about to take this moment to talk about Kyrie, man, because he's my favorite player for a reason. There's a few people in the celebrity world or star world that I follow as far as their life. Like I see how I look at what they do outside of basketball, outside of what they do normally. Kyrie is one of the most peaceful people you can think about when it comes to what he does outside of basketball. And those years where he was pretty much in and out of games, not showing up and stuff like that, he was going through a lot mentally. And that was something that he had to address. I think he addressed that on a podcast, and he was talking about how his mental health was so crazy where he didn't know if he wanted to play. There was a lot of stuff he was dealing with mentally, and his leadership needed to step up because he knew his leadership was bad when he was in Boston. And that's where his leadership. That's where it shined the most, because that's when he was the guy. He was the guy when he was there, because Tatum was still young, Brown was still young.
I am athlete. That's what.
Yeah, I'm an athlete podcast, and there was so much that he had to take from those moments, because he didn't know how to lead. He just thought since he was a champion, they would automatically follow, and that's not necessarily how it works. And you can see it now in Dallas in this season that he's the first person there, last person to leave. You can tell. Last night's game, when everyone was walking over the court, he made sure he didn't leave the court until all the players, he dialed them all up and they left. Some people may think that's minuscule, but that means a lot to your teammates to be like, all right, good game. Even the guys that didn't even get the time to play. You got guys like Tim Hardaway, who's pretty much out of the lineup, and Kyrie is just, he's masterful. And then I gotta address Jovan, man. I gotta address Jovan. For you to say that Kyrie Irving has not hit a clutch shot since Cleveland shows that you don't watch basketball. Come on, bro. He made plays when he was in Boston. He made plays when he was in Brooklyn. Now, they didn't advance nowhere, but he made plays. He made plays last year, but of course they tanked. And he's showing you this year that he's still the same guy. He's 14-0 in the elimination games. 14-0. He don't lose when it's time for them to advance. And he was clutch again last night. The last two games in the fourth quarter, he scored 13 and 14 points. Kyrie is clutch. No matter what you want to say, Kyrie is clutch, and he's doing what he needs to do. He is balling, and he's leading this team. And whether he's Batman or Robin, the thing with Kyrie and Luka is they give the ball to whoever's hot at that moment. Right. Not even hot at that quarter. Who's hot at that moment? Who's made the last few shots? All right, good, you got it. You know, who made the last few shots? All right, good, you got it. So this team dynamic has definitely worked. And Kyrie showed me that he changed drastically with his leadership and the way that he attacks. Because remember in the last series, Kyrie was the second half guy and Luka was the first half guy. They pretty much switched. Now Kyrie's the first half guy and Luka's the second half guy. But in the fourth quarter, they both show up at the same time. So it's, man, shout out to Kyrie, man. He definitely balling. You know, both of them put up 33 points last night, 66 points each. I mean, together, that's crazy. That's crazy. That Kyrie he nasty. There's no one that can stop him defensively. There's no one that can stop him defensively. I don't know.
I think anyone. I can.
Okay, man. Okay, man. But like, here's a funny stuff for y'all. Karl Anthony Towns currently has the lowest 3-point percentage in conference finals here. Conference final series in NBA history. Basically, the lowest, which is 13.6, 5 threes minimum. All right, and like I said, the reason why the Mavs are winning because of like Kyrie and Luka making shots. Kyrie and Luka combined 58 points in the fourth quarter, 72% true shooting. Timberwolves combined 64 points, 53% true shooting. Crazy. So I do want to say this now. I think I said this in the chat. I didn't say this in the show. If Luka wins the championship, he will be deemed as the best player in the world.
Kind of like what they did with Joker.
But Joker won some MVP. Some people might say, "Oh, Luka never won MVP." The type of season Luka had, the reason why he didn't win MVP because of his team's record. It had nothing to do with what he did. So he had the best statistical series. He's the first player to average those numbers. Average that many points and have that many assists and rebounds. That was first time in NBA history. And you go in the playoffs and you beat the Clippers. They were hurt. You beat the number 1 seed, OKC. But then they were young. Okay, you're going against the Timberwolves, who just mollywop the Denver Nuggets, and you sweep them? And you go against Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, and you just make them like baby food the whole time you play them? Come on. And they go and beat the Celtics? Best player in the world.
I can see that. I want to say something to what Dave was saying about Kyrie. For everyone out there that's stuck in the dead-end job, this right here shows you what happens when you get into a work environment where you like it. Because for one, Mark Cuban adjusted everything to make sure that Kyrie was a happy player. During Ramadan, he made sure chefs came in there so that he could eat directly after the game. Anytime that Kyrie needed something. I mean, they say this about Mark Cuban anyway, that he's there for the players. But the fact that he made this a welcoming environment for him, look, this is what you get hey, Jerry, I'm just saying, when you listen to your players, like you can make the finals, everyone's happy. Even you see the bench players over there, like, hey man, it's cool. They doing the Dougie and everything. Like, hey, because we know what's gonna happen when we get to the finals. You seen what happened when my bad. But yeah, you seen what happened when they won the finals. They turned up.
But Mark Cuban is one of the guys too. Mark Cuban is part of the group. He on the sidelines with them. When Luka hit the game winning, Mark Cuban jumping in with them. You know, he's one of the guys. He's not just the CEO sitting in the booth, working around with his hands behind his back. You know what I mean? He's not one of them guys.
Game, you know?
So when you are like when you are Mark, I know $1 team to another. When you're like Mark Cuban, like the player, like you're relatable. Like, I don't know, you just one of the guys. Like, people feel like they can trust you and stuff like that. And you know the players more. And then I said this last time, Dave, when it was me and you on. One of the reasons why Mark Cuban got Kyrie, because what Dave said after that, well, Dave talking about his own teammates. By the end of the game, he's dapping up everybody. Like the other team, everybody know Kyrie. Everybody cool with Kyrie. And he noticed that. He's like, oh, now like everybody likes Kyrie. We need that over here in Dallas, you know? So yeah, so shout out to Mark Cuban, man. Take notes, man, and not just owners and NBA leaders. If you're a leader in anywhere in this world, like any type of corporation or company, take notes of what Mark Cuban is doing. You know, he feeds the away team after every game, right? Like he feeds them.
Losing, and then you get a Texas steak, man. I stay in Dallas too.
I know, right?
That's why I'm like, look, man, I can go up to the podium, man. I just ate good. Like, we gonna be all right, y'all. We gonna be all right.
Got me a nice grass meal. Yeah, I'm good.
That dude, he feeds the home. He said everybody feeds their team, but I'm like, I'm gonna feed the other team too. It's so simple, but
it's a little
it's
flex
crazy that
too,
everybody's
bro.
not doing that.
That's a little flex too. That's like you going out to eat. Next thing you know, you're like, hey, bro, what you doing? Why you paying for my meal? But that's just for the owners to deal with.
Free agency time come out, you like, I'm trying to go to Dallas. I'm trying to do this every night.
I mean, the Wizards got one more year. Kid, we going to the parade. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right on cue.
I said that comment about Miami. Dave, all right, hold up.
Yeah, they did that right on cue, right with the IG chat.
Let's talk about the chats, man. And just like that.
Yeah, Dave, tell me about these chats, man.
I had noise interruption, so I had to.
Why eat these cookies? You know, I'm about to practice eating these cookies. Go ahead, Dave.
Wow,
What
flexing
do you mean when yet?
before you exactly.
That's
All
such a
right.
Washington thing, man. Like, what's
Exactly.
going
So these
Hold on,
IG
if Margaret Jordan said talk trash when the score is 0-0, right?
it ain't even 0-0, but
You
all
supposed to do
right.
this last week. You about to
Exactly.
tie down.
It's all good. It's all good. But man, we got these IG chats, man. We give you all the latest news here. No matter what it is. It could be a free agency, a trade, could be an update on the game. We do it all here first, immediately as soon as we get the sources. And these chats we have is the NBA, the NFL, baseball, college football, college basketball, men and women's, boxing, soccer, football, you know, hockey, WNBA, UFC mixing with the WWE, and F1 racing. All these chats are separate. They have their own separate chats, so we give updates for there. They are free until June 15th, except for 4 of them. 2 of them you don't see on the screen, but 2 of them you do see. And it's the NBA and NFL. You have to at least be a pro member to be in those chats. The other 2, you have to be a superstar member at least, and that is the Parlay chat, which is ran by RBO Vaughn, and the R2L VIP chat. If you want to know what the memberships are, gotta listen to Tomo.
Hey, the description tells you a lot, man. You can become a member and you can see what other shows we have on the network. And when you become a member, we give you 3 offers. You got 3 tiers. You know, you just don't have to select one. We appreciate it if you select one because you get the smorgasbord of plethora of features and opportunities within the network. But if you say, hey, look, man, I like the show. I just tuned in and I want to become a member, but I want to, I want to dip my toe in the water. You want to start off in the kiddie pool, or you just want to start off at 2 feet? Cool. You just want to get your feet wet. You don't want to jump all the way in. I understand. That's a pro level for $2.99 a month. You get loyalty badges next to your name, and then comments and live chats. You get priority comments. So of course, if you ain't like anything that we said, or you just want to debate with a point, or you want to throw out a stat, priority comments. That's what the pro level for $2.99. You get to join one of the sports chats. June 15th coming up quick, y'all. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. So hey, we threw it out there. They sure something. Okay. Let's not talk about Washington teams right now. Joe eating cookies. Then, hey, you jump it up to the all-star level. You like, you know what? I got my floaties, or maybe I just want to go to 5 feet. You know, I just want. Actually, the pro level is like when you're sitting on the side of the pool. You know, like Memorial Day weekend. All black people have pool parties. Everybody want to put their feet in, sit on the side, listen to the music. That's the pro level. When you want to actually get in the pool just a little bit, waist deep. All-star level, $4.99 a month. You still get the same perks from the pro level. Like you can still hear the music, you can still drink, but you can't do too much. You might cramp up. But all-star level, you get member-only videos, and you get to join multiple chats. So that's all the chats that we have to offer. Everything that Dave just told you 30 seconds before, and you get to request a topic or segment nominee. So the segments and topics go across the network. So that's RBO, BWT, FFC, Kings Talk, but it got to be sports related. Just remember that. And segments that we have on Refuse to Lose is National Average Top 5. We give you a sample of the doghouse. Stay tuned. We got another sample of the doghouse coming today, and you're done, son. But also, you want to get to the superstar level. You want to get the big floaty. You want to have either your cocktail or your grass drink. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do in the pool, you get the floaty, you get the lay back with your shades on, bask in the sun. Superstar level, $9.99. You get the same perks from the all-star and the pro level, but this time somebody got to bring you the drink because you're floating already. You can't get out the pool to go get something. And you can have your cookies because you never know what's going to happen. So with that, superstar level, $9.99. Same perks, all-star pro, R2L chat, parlay chat. Be a guest on any of the shows on the network. Awards and plaques based upon the numbers that you do. I mean, we got 2 of the hottest shows right now on the network. I mean, you get on Doghouse, get your numbers up. You get on In the Red Corner, you get your. I'm just saying, if you try and get a quick award, I'm giving you the cheat code. Or you can get on college sports, it's ramping up. You come out like prime time and then move over to Boulder, talk to Carl. But and you get member shout outs. So shout out to our superstar members: Worm, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, Cardo, Coach, Vaughn, Lamar, Giovanni, and shout out to Gio, man. He was holding. Really, shout out to Gio because he was holding Dave down. Dave finally got some backup in the NBA chat, man. Let's bring him back up, man.
Finally got some backup in the NBA chat. It's about time.
Yeah, nah, that was funny. That was funny.
I've been getting jumped the last 2 years by these Celtics fans.
Yeah, that was crazy. And then Teddy, I don't know what happened. Teddy had to wake up this morning to fight back. I don't know. You was partying too early, man. But that's how you become a member. Those are all the perks that we have for each level of the membership. And make sure you click the link so you can join what we got going on here, man. Fastest growing network on YouTube and I'm gonna say Facebook and X, wherever you watching it from. Fastest growing. Now let's get back to the show.
Let's get it.
Now, this segment here it could either be the funniest or it could be, one of those moments where you just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Dave, tell them why we got the doghouse, man, and who in it.
All right. So look, this one is just. This was one of the easiest things to do. He has played so bad that it's ridiculous that that he's playing this bad because we know what his potential is. But we can't even be surprised because this has been him his entire NBA career for real. He just makes some of the dumbest decisions all the time. So the preview of the doghouse, who I'm going to talk about today, is a former Kentucky player who claimed that he changed the game. Who said that he was one of the best shooting big man, period.
Bruh.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns. My guy. What were you thinking? This series, you are shooting under 14% from three. Not only are you shooting bad, you got the motorcycles out here going crazy. You're not just shooting bad from three, you're shooting bad, period. You haven't made 10 shots the entire series in one game. First game, you shot 6 of 20 from the field, 16 points.
Just one of them days.
Wow. Second game, 15 points, 4 of 16 from the field, 1 of 5 from three.
Emotional damage.
Might I add, you shot 2 of 9 from in the first game. And then last night happened. Not only did you shoot 0 of 8 from three, you were 5 of 18 from the field. You had 14 points. And the last game, you played so bad that you only had 2 fouls and you got benched in the game because you couldn't produce anything.
Dog. Come on, man.
I don't know what you thought when you said that you were the best shooting big man in the league, because you look like the worst shooting big man in the league right now.
False accusation. And
you look terrible. Cat.
Yeah.
As what did Kev say in the chat? Crody? That's what you are now, Crody. Come on, man. You look terrible. Your team is down 0-3 and you ain't helping. And in the pivotal game last night, where y'all had a chance to take the lead or to at least tie it or get some momentum, you shoot a 3. You ain't been making threes all night. And you shoot a 3 in that moment. I wouldn't be surprised if they talk about trading in the offseason.
Whoa.
I wouldn't be surprised. Because
You see when we talk about they trade, what you say?
I said I wouldn't be surprised if they talk about trading him in the offseason.
Go ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you've been in the league long enough. You haven't produced much of anything, and you ain't been the big help right now. I think I can maybe remember one good game you had so far in the last series, 1 or 2 maybe, and you ain't have a good game yet this series. At least Ant put up 30 last night. And we don't expect Rudy to have a great offensive game. That's not what he's there for. He's a defensive player of the year because of what he defends down low, not because he can defend everybody on the floor. We know he can't do that. Game 2 showed that. And last night did too. But Cat, I don't know, man. You need to step up. But right now, Karl Anthony Towns, as I do on my show, you get the call that everyone else gets. You are in the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse. Fellas.
I guess I'll kick it off.
Yeah, I'm still going off of the. He might get traded. That might actually happen.
Nah, Dave was on to something. I
Yeah.
seen some things that said that they might break them up. Paul Pierce said that Cat can be the second best player on the championship team. That's what Paul Pierce said. I think that's a stretch. I feel like he can. Now, although he said Dave last series he had a really good series in my opinion, but this series he's been horrible, and it's not just him. Anthony Edwards hasn't been good either. Anthony Edwards was good yesterday, but down the stretch, he kind of couldn't match what Luka and Kyrie was doing. And Edwards saying Luka and Kyrie. So where's and somebody else, right? But I want to talk about something else. Why I thought you put him in the doghouse for.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Cat. First the voice. Blah, 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 blah. We know. Come on, bro. Just be yourself. All right. And now you capping again, bro. 1,500 shots. You take a 15. You shoot 1,500 shots a day, bro.
Stop the cap.
Y'all know the playoffs, right? Y'all know the Western Conference Finals, right? They play every other day, right? You know, right? They got practice and all that stuff, right? Even Kenny Smith, who, excuse me, time ago, I don't know what.
You got
I
fur
don't
ball?
know who that was. Well,
You got fur ball.
Y'all see that video with the black reporter? He's like, something, and the bug coming away with. Oh, he touched his place, man. Oh yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna send it in the chat for those who don't know. But yeah, like 1,500 shots a day. Kenny Smith was a shooter, and he said he make 300 a day. And he said if you take 1,500 shots a day straight, that's gonna take. I think he said it's gonna take like 2.5 hours to do, and that's tough to do at this time of the year, right? With the game every other day, you got practice and all that stuff. So there's no way you're taking 1,500 shots a day, and you had 1 point almost right before the halftime. Bama had 1 point until he got on 2 layups. Game 1, 6 from 20, 38% true shooting. Game 2, 4 from 16, 39% true shooting. Game 3, 5 from 18, 34% true shooting. Come on, man. You definitely deserve to be here for multiple reasons. I forgot he even made that statement day that he was the greatest big man shooter. I guess he forgot about Dirt and Whiskey. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's why Luka cooking him. Because Dirk said something to him like, bro, you already said, make sure you make him live for this. But, yeah, man. Deservedly so. Good choice, Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
That's all I got to say. I mean, outside of Joe catching that fur ball, I don't know, maybe he choked up on the cookies. I don't know what's going on. But you took my 1 point. I was gonna say it was the voice. The voice alone lets you know that Cat is gonna be inconsistent. Like one day you got the deep voice, next day, he's like, guys, we lost. Like, what do you want us to do? It's been 20 years. But look, I'm still gone off of that. Like, who would trade for Cat? Man, Dave.
You'd be surprised. Portland traded for DeAndre Ayton. You don't think somebody trade for Cat?
No, you're right. I mean,
yeah,
you're right. But shout out to the doghouse for putting that out there now. Now I'm looking at maybe you can make the call.
He need somebody. He got woo. He got paid. He getting paid $49 million next year, $53 year after that, $57. Then he got a player option. $61 million.
Nah,
27, 28.
Wizards ain't doing that.
Never mind. Ain't nobody trading for that.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
ain't doing that. I mean,
somebody might
Cleveland
trade
might.
for him still.
Cleveland might do it.
Yeah, J-Mo, I'm cool with getting cat. I'm cool
You
with that.
can?
You can play
Yeah.
yeah, you can play with the bonus. I'm cool with that. I love that.
But let me say this though. I definitely agree that he does need to be here. Outside of the statements alone and his play, this is why you end up in a doghouse. Like you make the statements and you gotta live up to it. Now imagine if he, like what Ant said before the game, he said, I'm gonna be more aggressive, I'm gonna take more shots. He came out and was way more aggressive. Ask Daniel Gafford. He know. But I'm just saying, like when you say something, you gotta play behind it.
Look, if I play that bad, I want to tell people I shoot 50 times a day. Facts.
That's some JaVale McGee stuff.
But like, I think Minnesota shouldn't trade him. I think they should keep their core together and learn and grow from this. I'm not blaming Cat for this series. Like it's the Minnesota that's a similar. Like,
I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if the
conversation. I wouldn't be surprised either. But if I'm the GM, I'm keeping this together, man. A lot of people overreact on certain situations. It's like, dog, like no. Like that's like if Orlando said, we're gonna trade Franz Wagner, bro. I just played one playoff series. Chill, bro. Give him an opportunity to bounce back. But I would everybody who lets Brady sweat on this man should be in dog. Yeah, I mean the coaching. So like I would love for the Kings to get Cat. I think that would be a good mix with us. Cat, Sabonis, Malik, and Fox. I'm cool with that.
Sound like a petting zoo. Cat, Fox.
And then we got a monk.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of animals over there, man.
All right.
Let's get out of here before I get suspended, man.
Just get it, man. So shout out to the whole network, R2L. Shout out to the whole R2L family. When I say shout out to the network, it's to everybody who actually like has a show. And then I say to the family, that's everybody in the chats. You know, we appreciate everybody that's involved in the chats. And shout out to Kevo once again, Mavs fan, about to get to the finals. Shout out to you, Tombo, 75% Mavs fan. Shout out to Teddy and Mike, Celtics fans, getting to the finals. I think we knew that before the season started. But they like, I don't know about that. But R2L Day, June 15th, and Tomo Dave, we got to wrap about that. But June 15th, R2L Day, location still pending. Just know it's going to be in the DMV area. I think location really matters. Let's get to the DC, PG County area, and then you'll find out. All right. And yeah, man, we're gonna have a lot of fun that day. I can't wait. And like I said, I'm gonna do my top 20 NFL QBs going into the year, starting the NBA Finals. Look like we're gonna get there sooner than I thought. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Make sure you eat some good food.
Yeah, enjoy your holiday. Have some good family time, and follow your passion.
Okay. Where's the wisdom from Dave?
Oh, Dave sound like a coach. He just did follow your passion and walked off. Had a Coach Carter moment. I'm like, he talking to me? But nah. My last words is more so for the fellas. I want to say it on air. All right, so this is how I think we should do the finals because we done picked series. Okay. Now I think we should still pick the series as a tiebreaker. But I think we also we might have said this on air, but we gotta go. We go game by game.
Ooh,
that gets your numbers up.
They like, oh no, man, I got the lead right now.
I'm just saying, I just had to throw it out to see what y'all think. Y'all let me know. We can leave a cliffhanger, and we can answer this off air. But that's how I think we should do it.
All right, I actually like that. Make it interesting. I'm good. You gotta pick by game.
I'm good with that.
So every game counts. It's like, come on, Celtic.
But we still got to do the series. We picked the series one in the beginning, but we still go game by game because we need a tiebreaker. What if I catch up and it's a tie? What we gonna do? Rock, paper, scissors on air? Like I don't know, but it's up to y'all.
I'm with that.
Nah, tiebreaker is Finals MVP.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're not gonna pick a winner. We're gonna pick.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, well. I mean, we all know Mavs win. Who we find?
It might be Kyrie. They might give it to him.
Luka. Oh, you want to pick it? Okay, we'll talk off air.
You never know.
We'll talk off air. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.